And in the seventh mantra, in the beginning, Karan Ishwar is mentioned. Moment you say that from the consciousness world has come, so this consciousness is along with the Maya. Because in the first mantra was the first mantra, Avisahinsannitam guhacharam nama yatra etat etat sarmarpitam. है ना? So that moment you talk about something where it is seen on that or it is coming out of that, then Brahman and Maya both are involved. But here, please be very careful. What is the point here? When it is from the angle of creation, it is called the Maya and Brahman along with the Maya. But this is equated to that is located in the heart as a Sakshi. Then what do you mean? That Brahman and this Sakshi are same. This is called Mahavakya Sthapana. This is the Mahavakya. The oneness is there. The cause of the world is there. Cause of the world is there. And what is obtained as a Sakshi in our intellect. So that cause of the world and Sakshi is equated in this particular first line. Yah sarvagya, yah sarvit. I told you sarvit can be Ishwar. Somebody who is sarvit will definitely be sarvagya. Who is sarvagya may not be sarvit. Sarvit means something is having a specific knowledge of everything. Like what Bhagavan says in, where is he says in Bhagavad Gita? Bahuni me vyatitani janmani tavsa Arjuna tanyaham ved sarvani. Arjun yaad aa gaya. Tanyaham ved sarvani. I know them all. This is sarvit or sarvagya? Sarvit. Sarvit is the... Now this, if he is not sarvit, he can't create. Bhai, ghatagya ev ghatkarta bhavitam. One who knows the pot, which mud is used, how the wheel is rotated, what is the temperature required, what is the amount of water required, what is the design required, he only can make a pot very well. Anybody who makes this engineering building, he should know the building, how much is the height permitted, what kind of bricks are there, what kind of sand is there. So if anybody has made the world, then he should be sarvavit, actually speaking. Sarvit, he has to be sarvit. So sarvit world is clear. But that sarvit Ishwar cannot be a jnani Ishwar. He will be knowing all. Sarvagya means knowing all as a drishta of all. I am detached seer of all. I am a detached seer of all. That is called Sarvagya. He is the omniscient. I explained this yesterday, both the words. Generally, supposing anybody becomes jnani, and this is what Shaunakji asked, Kasminnu Bhagava Vijñāte Sarvavidam Vijñātam, knowing which everything is known. So he is talking how a person becomes Sarvit, Sarvagya. That is from the point of Sarvagya. Because when you know the cause, and that to unchanging cause, and you remember that CSUCT. So cause, shapeless cause, unchanging cause, truth is there and consciousness is there. If you have known this, then that will be Sarvagya, but not Sarvit. Please clarify, these points are still confused after 20 years people hear Vedanta. They are confused on these points. Understanding should not be blurred. It should be crystal clear. And wherein Bhagavad Gita, this Sarvagya word has been used. Sarvit to हमने बता दिया. Yajñātva nehu bhuyo nyadgyātavyam avashishyate. 7th chapter. Knowing which nothing else is remained to be known. It doesn't mean a jnani becomes now a specialist, he's plumber also, or electrical person also, he's engineer also. It doesn't mean that. Otherwise all jnani, you can make them do anything. But he knows that the whole self is nothing but the consciousness. Like after coming out in the dream, you were alpagya. You thought tree is different, motor is different, car is different, woman is different than me, my enemy is different. But when you get up, you know all was me alone. On me only everything was superimposed. That was Sarvagya. But I'm repeating, you were Sarvagya but not Sarvit in the dream. You had not known all the intricate things in the dream. How many plants were there? How many leaves were there? I give the example. How big is the sun? You cannot have that. So this is part one of this, of Ishwar. Now part two, Esh Mahima Bhuvihi. Yasya Mahima. See, Yas Sarvagya Sarvit, Yasyesh. Yasya Mahima, जिसकी महिमा. Esh Bhuvi. Etasmin Bhuvi Bhavati. Esh will be read as Etasmin. So that means Etasmin means very much available to the sense organ. अब see what Bhagavan is saying, Shankaracharya, Upanishad is saying. So these are all straight sentences, but you have to break it. This is called Anvay. So when I take classes in Vedanta course, I give the parts. It was written, Anvay is there. So I have made you write Yasya Mahima Esha Bhuvi Bhavati. So Esh should be converted into Etasmin. So in whose glory is in this earth? Whose glory? Mahima means glory, Vibhuti. Glory, Vibhuti. So, how is the Mahima of that? So, Shankaracharya Bhagavan writes a very good bhashya. I'll just read 1-2 lines. If you can catch it, good. If you cannot catch it, then also good. Yasya ime dyauhu अपृथिव्यौ द्यावा पृथिव्यौ शासने विद्रते तिष्ठतः सूर्य चंद्रमसौ यस्य शासने अलात चक्रवदजस्रं भ्रमतः यस्य शासने सरितः सागराश्च स्वगोचरं नातिक्रमन्ति तथा स्थावरं जंगमं च यस्य शासने नियतं तथा च ऋतवो यायने अब्दाश्च यस्य शासनं नातिक्रमन्ति तथा कर्तारः कर्माणि फलं च यथा शासनं स्वं स्वं कालं नातिवर्तन्ते स एष महिमा भुवि लोके यस्य स एष सर्वज्ञः एवं महिमा देवः. Got it? Little you got it. He says it is his glory if something is working systematically. Please get this point. Something is working with synchrony, with system, with perfectness, with definiteness. Definiteness and intelligence. Two things are there. Definiteness and intelligence. Then there has to be someone behind who has brought that definiteness and whose power makes it definite and whose intelligence is reflected in the work. Like if you see a very nice garden, so you will say the gardener's intelligence is reflected in the garden. Or you see the iPhone or you see the Samsung phone, so the engineer's intelligence is reflected in that. There are engineers in R&D department and they take years together to get all that features. Don't think just it comes in the market. From S10 to S12 or 12, it takes 2 years, 3 years, they keep on working. Let us increase the resolution of this and let us increase the mic capacity, let us increase the RAM. Keep on thinking. So if you see something very nicely organized, so there has to be something intelligent behind that. This is the law. It does not happen automatically. Automatically is a very, very escapist word. It is ignorance is showing. I had told this, automatic is not a good word in Vedanta, because automatic doesn't happen, nothing happened. Even cold comes with some cause. So it is written here, Yas Esh Mahima Bhuvi. There is a Mahima there. Mahima means Maya Shakti. Maya Shakti is operating. Full intelligence is there. Super intelligence. You cannot bother, you cannot think also. And not only intelligence, it has the power to bring out, to execute that intelligence also. These two things are there. The super intelligence is called Sarvagita, Sarvavitta, and that power is called Sarvashaktishalita. Whole body is our praman. And please note, doctors will say, see, the body is very intelligent. Body is not intelligent. Why? If body was intelligence, it won't leave its intelligence. But kidney fails, that means kidney's intelligence went away. Kidney did the filtering work. Now kidney is no more filtering. Or liver has failed. That means liver is not doing it. That means intelligence has gone. Or pancreas is not, that is called the diabetes is there. Pancreas is failing. Why? That means the insulin is not producing. When you eat some carbohydrate, etc., so then pancreas creates an insulin. And that converts that carbohydrate into energy. Otherwise it is not converted. Therefore diabetes person will feel weak if he is not taking medicine. He will sink. Because he is taking carbohydrate, but inside sugar factory is developing. Sugar factory, it won't convert. Why? Because pancreas is not acting wisely, it is acting foolishly. If the intelligence, but once upon a time pancreas was very nice. Once upon a time pancreas was very nice. When I came initially, so Dr. Bhima used to check my blood pressure. And he said, baby's blood pressure. It is baby's blood pressure. So it must be 118 by 78, 75. Later on it became adult's blood pressure. Then it came away. It's 21, 25 by 125 by 85. It is now become adult's blood pressure. As you age, the blood pressure range is different. So don't think only one is normal. So there is series, this is normal for this age group, this is normal for this age group. I think it is like that. I think for diabetes also it should be like that. And as you grow, chances of diabetes are a little more higher. So that means the organs don't have their own power, their own Shakti. If they had their power and their intelligence, they won't leave it. I hope you got it. That means somebody else's intelligence is reflected in that. And intelligence of somebody means excellent relation between cause and effect. Creator of excellent relation between the cause and effect. He creates the effect so that the bhog, bhukti and mukti both is easily possible for every jeev. Bhukti and mukti both is possible. Ab dekho, Kardamji wanted to have a son and he had a son. But he also wanted to take sannyas and he took sannyas. Remember, when he was born, he left his house, Kardam Rishi. So everything is working in full sync, what you call. They don't say synchrony nowadays. Everything is in sync. I thought in that sync. So they say no, synchrony. Synchrony. It is in synchrony and synergy. Symphony, synergy, synchrony, harmony. Harmony is everything is in perfect perfect kind of harmony. So yes, sarvagya sarvit yasya mahima bhuvi divye brahmapure yesha vyumni. Yesh mahima. It is written here, the earth is moving continuously. If anything is working, the first law of Newton, if anything is moving, it won't stop unless external force is applied. Anything is stationary, it won't start unless. So anything, Swatmani Kriya Bhavat, my favorite. So if something is acting, there has to be someone who is making it act. A thing is not acting by itself. If water is running, that means water is running because of something else in the water. If body is growing, there is something else inside the body which is growing. If hairs are becoming white, there is somebody else in the hair who is making it white. Well, who is that guy? So, yasyame dyava prithivyo shasane vidhrita. Because of his shasan, everything is held, vidhrita, tishtata. Sun and moon are shasane alat chakravat. Continuously they are alat chakravat, ajasram brahmata. Continuously they are doing their work. Imagine one bulb goes off, but moonlight, sunlight, the sagar, the ocean, the river, everything is in perfect balance. Well, you know it's because of gravitation. But who put gravitational force? If supposing if I am holding this, so there has to be holder. Held cannot be without the holder. And therefore, if the law of gravitational is held, there has to be holder of the law of gravitation who is different than the law. Any inert thing cannot hold itself. Why? Because holding itself is an action. Why inert can't hold? जल्दी बोलो, इतना टाइम नहीं. Cannot act on itself. Holding is an action. So law of gravitation cannot hold itself. It is somebody else who is holding the law of action. Many planets are there where rain is not there. There are iron rains. Some are diamond rains. Somewhere lot of different thing rains. Somewhere gravitational is not there. Moon gravitational is 1/6. It's not possible. If gravitation was too much, you couldn't have gone to the room. It will take, you start here at 9 o'clock, you'll reach by 12. Moon, too much gravitation is there. So you are putting effort. And by the time you reach, it is already 12 o'clock. Then the bell has rung, बोले हम नहीं जाएंगे. Nobody will come in the dining hall. Cars won't move in the... car will be totally stopped. Slowly they are moving. And if gravitational force is not there, you will fly. You will fly. Well, Swami, yahi to the kahan gaye? So I will put a rope and hold myself here. I will be roaming around. Arey, itna hum log for granted le lete hain. What we see every day, we take it for granted. It is not. There is somebody holder. Everything is held. Sun is right on time. We should learn punctuality from sun. Earth, totally exact dish, he will complete the whole revolution around the earth. Huh? Earth will complete. Exactly on the minute by minute precision is there. कितनी regularity? ये नहीं कि बीच में भूल गए. Today, this year it is late by 5 days. It will be exactly done, complete. Job is over. Somebody is there whose writ runs, who calls the shot. उसका नाम ईश्वर है. ठीक है ना? If the ocean is salty, he has maintained the saltliness. And if you are getting the fruit, somebody is there who is giving the fruit, and he knows that you cannot, you take any amount of medicine and any amount of doctor. If the fruit is there, it will alter to very less degree. Am I right, no? I'm not joking. Kuch bhi kar lo, you do anything, but that much pain which is I have to go through. I have to go through. हम उसको रोक नहीं सकते. And if some luxury has to come, it will come to you. You cannot stop that also. If you have to get some clothes, somebody will give that cloth and jacket. Even if you don't want, they say, I don't want, I have, but I will keep it. See, your jacket is also good, hers is also good. Yours is not a jacket, you are a sweater, jersey. That blue one is also very good. Blue one, day before yesterday you are put. Huh? Old one. I thought it was a new one. Achha, it's very hot, I think. That's very good. Huh? 6 years? अच्छा अच्छा. अब आ जाता है जैकेट इनके पास. हमारे पास भी आ जाता है. नहीं आना तो नहीं आएगा, वो उसको रोक नहीं सकते आप फल को. इतना पावरफुल. इफ यू आर अ वुमेन, यू हैव टू बी वुमेन ओनली. यू कैन नॉट बी मैन. यू विल बिकम कार्टून. Michael Jackson tried so funny things. You saw his nose and all these surgeries, what he did, plastic surgeries. Quite an artificial face, as is a plastic face is there. If you try to tamper with the Lord's rule, you will be suffering more. He suffered more because of that. Many people die of plastic surgery. They are doing what is it called lip surgery, and lips becomes very big, and sometimes they cannot come out of the house. Don't play with God's word. Lip is hanging like that. You don't try. ज़्यादा मत करो, थोड़ा बहुत ठीक है. There have been lot of accidents in this plastic surgery also. Then inject some hormone or whatever is there, I don't know. इतना भगवान की है. The day he wants, pralay will happen. After rain, this will happen. After this will happen. How long we have to be together, that is also written. The day it's our prarabdha are over, neither I will be with you, neither you will be with me. Neither your left hand will not be with the right hand. Both hand cannot meet also like this. Don't think it is forever. I have seen people paralysis, they can't meet both the hands and do namaskar when I go home. ये होता है. जिस दिन खत्म हुआ प्रारब्ध, all are different. You may try your best, but nothing will happen. It will totally sham. उसका इतनी शक्ति है उसकी. This is his महिमा. यस्य महिमा भुवि. If lemon is there, lemon से डांट के रखा है. Lemon you will be sour only. Don't become sweet. Don't become sweet. What is that medicine, lemon? Mad lemon. Don't become mad lemon. Very popular medicine. She brings all the time. She's very fond of that medicine. Everybody. Acha, give in prasad tomorrow. But I also got, she is right. Everybody is fond of mad lemon. It cures faster, I think. Acha, cold it is for medicine. Mad lemon. वो भगवान की ऐसी कुछ शक्ति है. अच्छे लोग, a person totally healthy, hale and hearty, पता नहीं क्या होगा, खत्म. उसका कर्म फल पूरा हो गया. यस्येष महिमा भुवि. I hope you got it. So outside world, the very intelligent world, how mountain are placed, how river are placed, how moon is placed, how little 1 kilometer also moon comes closer, whole water will splash on the earth, whole ocean will go drowned if it comes 1 kilometer closer. If sun comes little closer, all will be burned. Ekdam fixed again. And little farther, we'll go into ice. Little, seasons change and so much cold comes in the same place. Chicago temperature is minus 40 degree, minus 40, minus 30 in winter. And in summer, 40 degree, plus 40. Little changes can really create. And this is called Mahima. Please note, it is not to tell about this. Mahima means you know the consciousness is all pervading in whole earth, in whole sun. अब उसके बाद अगली लाइन एष आत्मा, बस दिस इज अ कैच हियर. You saw the word Atma? दिव्ये ब्रह्मपुरे, थर्ड सेंटेंस, दिव्ये ब्रह्मपुरे येष व्योमनी आत्मा प्रतिष्ठितः. So, Esh Atma, Esh means common, closer. Esh Atma, this Atma. Where is this Atma? Brahmapure. Where is Brahmapure, bhai? Residence of Brahm is called Brahmapur, like Jaipur, Jodhpur, Udaipur. Acha? Why it is called Brahmapur? Body is compared to temple and heart is the Garbhagriha. And in that Garbhagriha, thought comes. And in the thought, there is a reflection of the consciousness. And therefore, by the reflection of the consciousness, you can make it out that there is a consciousness that is called Garbhagriha. I hope you got this. Therefore, it is called. So, Brahmapur is the name of heart. Heart. Not Brahmalok. This is not Brahmalok. Vyomni. Vyomni means the space. In the space. So, Vyomni word will go with Brahmapure Vyomni, the space. Not a physical space. It's a space where thought comes and goes. Thought comes and goes. And in that thought, there is a reflection of the consciousness. So, Esh Atma hi Divye Brahmapure Vyomni Pratishtita Bhavati. Pratishtita Bhavati. This is the sentence number 3. 3 ना? 2. Why 2? हमने तोड़ दिया उसको. Esh Brahma Yasyesh Mahima Bhuvi. This is second sentence. Third sentence is this. Yasya Mahima Esh Bhuvi Bhavati. This is second sentence. Third sentence is Esh Atma hi Divye Vyomni Brahmapure Pratishtita. This Atma is Pratishtita means manifest. Not that Atma is inside the mind. It is manifest here. It is obtained there. It is evident there. Perceptible there. Pulsable there. Pratishtita. These are technical words, you have to exact meaning you have to understand. Okay. I'm repeating it. Divya means self-effulgent. Self-effulgent. So every thought is like the mirror in which the Atma is reflected. And this is called CB. CB means Chidabhas. Okay? Very good. Without the mind, Atma is not reflected. Yada sarvagatopyatma na sarvatravatishthate buddha veva bhaseta swacheshu pratibimbavat. Atma may be everywhere, but it will be known only when there is a reflecting medium. What example I gave yesterday? Sun. I gave the example. Don't forget that example I like a lot. Because if here is a moon, you see darkness all around. Around the moon, darkness is there, as if there is no light. But the light is there. One side of the moon, light is there. But it is still dark. But supposing that side, supposing this is the lit side of the moon, and this side is the sun here. This is the sun. This is the moon. So this side in between darkness is there. It's quite amusing. Around the moon, but this side is dark. But supposing you put your hand there, so it will be lit. It will be well lit after that. Although moon, sunlight is all around. But unless there is a reflecting medium, you won't know it that there is sun also. Oh. Yada sarvagatopyatma na sarvatrava bhasate buddhavevava bhaseta swachheshu pratibimbavat. This slok comes where? Atmabodh. Atmabodh. Boliye, what Atmabodh? The name of any text. Okay. You have heard it. Books must be lost, or it must be some. It is there? Oh, so please keep it out someday. Once in a while, take it out. So this is understood, no? So because the thought is there in the mind, Brahmapur means that heart. That heart. In the heart. So, in the body there is a heart. Yesterday's. In the heart there is a mind. In the mind there is a reflected consciousness. From that reflected consciousness, there must be unreflected consciousness also. So how do you know that it is a reflected consciousness? Jaldi batao bhai. How do I know it is a reflected consciousness in the mind? Changes. How do I know the moon is reflected light? Because light changes. If moon was of the nature of light, then total light will be there like the sun was there. Then it won't have Purnamasya and Amavasya. It doesn't matter which side of the moon is there. Today, if supposing this is the earth, and this is moon. So when this side comes from the moon, so this side, only this much part of the sun is lit here. Therefore only this much is there. But don't think it is fully this side. One side is totally lit actually. From the earth, because it is appearing, therefore that much side of the moon is seen. And moon is totally round, by the way. Don't think moon is half only. Because that side on that facet is seen where light is falling. Actually total moon is there when you are seeing. Moon is still round. Aisa nahi ki moon was this much only. If moon was of the nature of light, all the time you will see a full ball of the moon only. Purnamasi will be there. Well, this is physics class or what? But interesting thing to know about moon, etc. Physics was very interesting subject. It has to do a lot. Hai na? So, a lot of physics classes were there, a lot of sums were there, a lot of, Viva was there, and then the laboratory was there, vernier calipers was there, screw gauge was there, lot of prism was there. Calibration were there. So that is in the heart. How do you know that that light is a reflected light? Because it changes. I am feeling very dull. Why? I am very tired. Don't ask any question. No, please tell me, what is the meaning of Brahma in Brahma Vidapnoti Param? Why Shankaracharya को इस समय मत पूछे, आप दिमाग थक गए हैं. Light of consciousness is not proper. By that time I thought we will have meeting etc. every night. I think by that time it is 8:30. I feel let me go back. अब थक गए, दिमाग मत लगवाओ. I had a lot of questions to ask. Please ask in the day. But day you are very busy. Yes. I पास इस समय बैठ हम कहते भाई डेटा खत्म हो रहा है. If the mind was of the nature of consciousness, same amount of intelligence will be at all time. And same experience will be there. It is different thought. I am happy, I am sad. I keeps on changing along with the thought. As is the shape of thought, so is the shape of I. I hope. And therefore, there has to be unreflected I, which is called OC and not RC. RC is reflected consciousness, OC is original consciousness. And one is called RM, reflecting medium. In the RM, OC expresses as RC. This is the third sentence. I hope this point is not clear. This point is clear. Now, do you see what is a beautiful point? In the first and second part, Atma along with the Maya was mentioned, and here only Atma is mentioned. Atma word. And this is the oneness of the Tat and Tam. How Ishwar and Jiva are one. If you take away the Maya aspect and ignorance aspect, the Atma is same as the Brahman. I hope you are clear. Now going to the fourth part. Fourth part. Manomaya. This is not Manomaya Kosh. Manomaya. This is the name of the Atma. Manomaya. प्राण शरीर नेता. प्राण शरीर नेता. ये नेता है किसका? प्राण शरीर का. अभी क्या है बोले प्राण शरीर क्या? आते हैं. Wait. Have patience. But I have patience, but tell me soon. So, Manomaya, Pran Sharir Neta, this is all Atma. Then, what is it? Anne Hridayam. Anne Hridayam, this is the way I had given. Anne Hridayam Sannidhaya Pratishtitaha Bhavat Asti or Bhavati. Now, please be very careful. Manomaya, it is not full of mind. मनोमय, वो तो मनोमय कोश को बोलते हैं full of, which is full of mind. मनोमय, अन्नमय, which is made out of mind. It is not like that. Now, why is that? With the conditioning of the mind, it appears as full only with mind. As the conditioning, as sun becomes moonmaya. When Purnamasi is there, whole sunlight is drenching the whole moon. And therefore, as if the sunlight is called Moonmaya. Moonmaya, it is full of that. From that angle, Manomaya word has been used. Full of mind, full of Upadhi. Along with the Upadhi, it becomes full of mind. Like when you say, he is very intelligent. Wow. As if the light of consciousness is dazzling in him. He is as if become light of consciousness only. He is a blazing light of consciousness. That is called Manomaya. Because mind is the Upadhi of that consciousness. Upadhi means being close, which transfers imaginarily the quality and the dharma of something on something else. Samipe sthitva swasya gunasya dharmasya anyasmin adhanam. If you remember this definition of Upadhi I had mentioned. And I give the example of the crystal and the flower. So sunlight is this and moon is there. So tell me, who is the Upadhi of the sunlight? Moon is the Upadhi. Moon being close to sunlight, it takes the sunlight and appears, and that light which had no shape, now it is becoming a round light. Light which has no movement, it is appearing as a moving light. Light which has, sunlight is warm, hot. Moonlight is cold. That light which had no reflection, it is appearing as a reflected light. And therefore I will say the word sunlight is moonmaya. Don't confuse with manomaya, because we are very habituated to manomaya kosh. That is not the meaning here, manomaya. Please. So this is not the meaning of manomaya. Ulta pulta mat suno tum. Therefore you need to study a lot. Whole day nothing to do, just study, just hear, just write notes, just study. यही काम होता है. Well, then meanwhile you sleep. You have sufficient time to sleep. So, Esh Atma Brahma. This is the fourth sentence. Manomaya. I hope this is clear. Like light of consciousness is there, and somebody is giving answer after, as if his intellect is dazzling with light of consciousness. Intellect is mind maya. Intelligence is mind maya. And what we say, this person is intelligent. Not say intelligence. Intelligent and intelligence, both are different. The intelligence reflected on something is called intelligent. Intelligent without an object is intelligence per se. Intelligent varies. Intelligence does not vary. Intelligence with the medium is called intelligent. Only earlier he was very intelligent on this. Now he has stopped practicing. He wasn't not that intelligent. Earlier he had a very good memory, phenomenal memory. But since he is drinking and in drugs, I think he has lost all his intelligence. He has lost everything what he had. He was very good earlier. Very nice person. Why? Because the reflected medium is not okay now. If he can do it again he'll come back, like Panini did. If you can chisel your intelligence, you can also have, yesterday I told you, one person was there. He said, once I read and I by heart it. Itni intelligence. And such people by heart a lot, because anything they know, they get by hearted. And we are suffering only yesterday. What is there? What slok was there? Yesterday I repeated it 500 times. But what slok was there? How it started, which word it started from? I don't know what is in my mind. In the schools they shout, भूसा भरा है, गोबर भरा है तुम्हारे दिमाग के अंदर. Cow dung is inside your brain. भूल गए तुम? बोले सब भूल गया. And I see one word, can I see? One word. I will catch up after that. What was that? One word, क्या था यार? And as you old age, the senile decay happens. So the retention power of the child is much more than the elderly person. Therefore, Gurudev used to call them, catch them young. Catch them young. If you teach them Sanskrit grammar, 3 old year children are learning Sanskrit grammar. 3-year-old. And they talk in Sanskrit also. There's one village in Karnataka, they talk totally in Sanskrit. So Manomaya, next word, Pran Sharir Neta. He is the Neta. Ni dhatu prapane is there, to lead. That means it leads the Pran Sharir. Pran Sharir means the subtle body which is carried by Prana. When the body leaves, the Udan Vayu takes the subtle body. So it leads the Prana. Prana Sharir Neta. अच्छा, हाँ, it takes away like that. देख लेते हैं क्या है मनोमया. Pranascha, subtle body is there. Pranascha tat shariram. Tasyam neta sthulatvat sharirat sharirantaram prati. So this is the pran sharir neta. This is the gross body and subtle body which takes away from the gross body subtle body. That is called death. Which extracts it. अब ये चला गया, ये आत्मा के साथ माया है. This is अच्छा. And where is this in the body? Next word. अन्ये हृदयं सन्निधाय प्रतिष्ठिता अस्ति. अन्ये, here अन्ये means gross body. So अन्ये means gross body. So it is in the gross body, and it is the basis for buddhi. How I can understand? How can Atma be inside the gross body? It is all pervading. What are you talking? And then you are the basis of Buddha. 1 minute, please clarify this. How can Atma be inside the body? So much I understood that Atma is Avinashi Tad Vidhi in Sarva Gatamidam. All this, what I heard, Bhai, ruko tum. Please understand what I said. Don't ask question if I want explaining in between. Okay, but please explain. So when it is said it is inside the gross body, it means it is uplabdhi sthan, it is obtained. It is obtained inside the gross body. Obtained. Give me the example. It is obtained. Give me the example. Same thing. Sunlight is everywhere, but in the moon it can be obtained. You cannot make it out that sunlight is there unless moon was there to intercept it. Uplabdhi sthan is there. And unless gross body is there, you won't have subtle body to know it. You need a gross body to house the subtle body. So, Hridayam, here means buddhi. Hridayam means buddhi. So, Sannidhaya means it is after installing that. So, it is the basis of buddhi. What is the meaning of basis of buddhi? By basis of buddhi means what? Hello? Means the existence and consciousness is lent in the buddhi by this only. By the consciousness only. But you say, no, I am thinking. My thinking is there. So thinkingness is that it is giving its light to it. Light, like supposing I see your body or your hand or your head. Now tell me, unless there is some light, I cannot see it. Because head by nature is not of the nature of light. Hand is not of the nature of light. The thought is inert by nature. Only by the light of consciousness you know the thought, otherwise you won't know the thought. And it is not possible thought is there but you don't know. It's not possible. Therefore you don't have dark dream. Although load shedding was in the dream. Light had gone in the dream. It was not dark. Somewhere you saw. Because thought will be seen only with the light. Manomaya pran sharira neta pratishtita annis hridayam sannidhaya. Is it okay now? Then, what is the last sentence? Yat anand rupam amritam vibhati. It is anand rupam. Means what? Anand is not the property or a product of mind. बोले हमारे मन में आनंद आ रहा है, तुमको मार पड़ जाएगी तो आनंद चला जाएगा फिर. बोले क्या मन में आनंद नहीं आना चाहिए? बिल्कुल नहीं. क्यों? आनंद मन का नेचर नहीं है. ये आनंद आत्मा का ही नेम है. What is Atma is called Anand. Why is it like that? Because Atma is of the nature of Anantata. What is called limitlessness? With reference to mind, it is called Anand or joy. Limitlessness of the self. Anand is not an experiential. It is experiential joy. One is essential joy. Other is experiential joy. So what is essential nature, it will not change. The experience of limitlessness is there all the time. And therefore Anand is not the property of the mind, part of the mind. Number 2, Anand is independent entity. And number 3, Anand pervades all. And number 4, with the coming and going of the mind, Anand does not come and go. Because Anand is not of the mind, there is a problem. We had put the Anand, the property of the mind, or property of the outer world. Bole mithai bada Anand sahab. This picture gave me a lot of joy. Achha, this son gave me, my son is, he is such a gem of a person. He is gem by now. He is really a gem. My wife is a germ, but he is a gem. So, he is a gem of a person. He gave me lot of आनंद. तुम कैसी बात करते हो? तुम्हारी में आनंद नहीं था तभी तो लिया तुम. How can unless you become empty, how can you take something? You are full, you cannot take. You can't give a space to the space. Well, I'm adding more space to the space so that the space can have more space. This is my space dan. I'm doing a space dan today. Like Annadan, Vastradan, I'm doing a space dan. अच्छा आकाशम समर्पयामी, चलो आकाश दे दिया. आकाश ने कहा कहाँ रखोगे? स्पेस ही स्पेस है. Anything which is already limitless and full, you can't add to it. So how can you give आनंद to the आत्मा? हम लोग ऐसे ही काम करते रहते हैं. आनंद रूपम means आनंद is आनंद स्वरूपम. The nature of that atma is anand. What is the meaning of nature of? That means it is not coming and going. Aheyam anupadeyam iti surupam. Nature of, definition of surupam is which is not given up and which is not taken up. Aheyam anupadeyam. Like sugar can't be given up and sugar can't be taken up. Sugar can't be made sweeter and sugar sweetness you cannot take out away. This is called Atma. Anand, Rupam. Dhyan dena. Because we are habituated to committing mistake and it becomes very right and natural. Anand हमारा स्वरूप ही है यार. क्योंकि I am limitless in time. Therefore I am limitless in space. Limitlessness is space is called Anantata. And the moment with the mind, when mind is fresh, that Anantata reflects and then you feel I am feeling very good. And that the reflection of the Anantata is called Anandam. I hope you understood that. Anand is not something which comes and goes. Like the light in the moon is not the part, product and property of the moon. Light is not part, product or property of the moon. Number one. Number two, light is independent than the moon. Number three, light pervades the moon. Number four, with the coming and going of the light or moving of the moon, the light does not go. Similarly, Anand is not the part, product or property of the mind or intellect or a situation. Number two, Anand is independent self. Number three, Anand pervades. And number four, with the absence and presence of the mind or body, the Anand does not go. But we are habituated and tuned that Anand is something tangible. Bada Anand hai isme bada Anand hai, film mein Anand hai, food has lot of Anand. Anand, maja aa gaya. Pehle nahi tha, tabhi to aaya. That means you are of the nature of no Anand. That means you are limited by nature. And therefore Anand Rupam Dhiraha Paripashyanti. Dhiraha means those who have the capacity to discriminate between the ahankar, the light which is falling on the mind, and the mindless light. Don't mind. Don't mind, please. Unless you mind, once you mind, you will be on the reflected light. There is two. One is moonlight, other is moonless light. Who can separate the light of the moon without the moon? Only how to separate? Which instrument you take? It is a cognitive way. It is understanding it. You don't have to go and scrub the moonlight from the moon. You can't scrub it. But I'll separate the moonlight from the moon and see that it is actually sunlight. We are being deceived so many years. Ladies and gentlemen, we are evangelists. Ladies and gentlemen, we are deceived. It is actually sunlight. It is not the moonlight. Arey bhai, tum chillao mat. Keep quiet. Don't shout. It is actually only the sunlight. It is a cognitive discrimination. It is understanding you discriminate and you don't discriminate in the physically. You understand that this Anand is of the nature of self only. Dhyanena paripashyanti. He knows by the knowledge given by the teacher that you are not this body-mind complex. You are not this reflected light. You are a non-reflected light. You are not, the sunlight forgot. Bole, I am round. I am moving. Bole,